Let's discover the new projects queue in Stash Hub. So to access the projects queue, tap on the project's title and you'll have the option to switch between your project and your queue. So here's the queue. Currently we have no projects in the queue. So let's go back to the projects and find some to add to the queue. So first up, this turquoise sagebrush is a project I'm currently working on. If you press and hold, there are options to add to the top of the queue or the bottom of the queue. So I'm going to add this to the top of my queue. Let's find some more projects to add. Okay, so this one called Mum's Jumpsuit, I actually want to edit that project before adding it to the queue. So tap into that project. So I've changed my mind about which fabric I want to use. So I'm going to press and hold on that fabric, and there's option to either feature or remove that fabric from the project. So I'm going to remove that fabric and then tap Add Fabric. So there's a box with arrows that you can tap in the corner if you want to access more information about that fabric, including the length and the fabric type to see if it's suitable for your project. So once you're happy with your fabric, go back and then you can just tap anywhere on the fabric card to add that fabric to your project. So now that's been updated, let's press and hold and add that to the queue as well. Let's find a couple more projects upcoming to add to my queue. So let's add that to the bottom of the queue. And then another one, let's press and hold again and add to the bottom of the queue. So now it's time to go over and see how our queue is looking. So tap on projects at the top and now you can see the title has changed to queue. So here are my projects that I've added to my queue, and I can rearrange these projects if I want to change the order of them. So press and hold on the fabric and these are the options. So you can move that project to the top of the queue, the bottom of the queue, or up and down in the queue, or remove it from the queue completely. So I want to move this project to the bottom of the queue. So I tap bottom of the queue and it reshuffles it to the bottom. So let's say I wanted to change the order of another thing. I can press and hold on this jumpsuit and then move up in the queue. So that will push it to second place in the queue. Now let's see what happens when a project is completed. So let's go to my current work in progress and the status is shown at the top. So there are lots of different statuses, including planning, in progress and complete. So let's hope I get to complete and don't have to put this project on hold or abandoned. So yay, project complete, so satisfying. And then when we go back to the queue, you'll see that this project isn't in the queue anymore because I've already sewed it, so it doesn't need to be on my list. So if we head back to projects, so there is a quick filter on the left which filters the projects by their status. So if we want to look at our finished projects, just tap on complete. You can see my completed sagebrush, which I need to get a picture for, and my other recently completed projects are in there too. Incomplete shows projects that are in progress, planning, repair, or on hold, and we can switch back to the queue by tapping on projects at the top. So the queue also allows you to change your mind about what you want to work on. So let's say I've changed my mind about this jumpsuit and I'm going to remove that from the queue. So I click remove from queue at the bottom of the list and it gets rid of that. So it's not on my to sew list anymore, but I still have that project. So if I go back to projects, it's still under the planning status. So I'll be able to find it in this list. There it is. And you'll be able to see now that the jumpsuit doesn't have the little symbol as the one above it does to indicate that this project is in the queue already. So the idea with the queue is that you just put your immediate upcoming projects and it helps you keep focused and know what you're planning to work on next. Let us know if you're enjoying using the new project queue.